Yesterday, BTC broke below the 100k mark, but the big question is, are the bears taking over or it's just a trap and the bulls will resume control very soon? Hello everyone, this is Richard and welcome to a new weekly overview here on AltCryptoTalk. Today, I'll be answering this specific question by going over 4 crypto tokens, BTC, ETH, XRP and Solana. And I've added 4 bonus altcoins rejecting massive weekly support. So make sure to watch it to the end and of course, don't forget to smash that like button if you like such content. Let's do it. Starting with BTC, it's true, we've broken below the 100k. From H4 timeframe we had a massive candle close, a big momentum candle. However, from daily timeframe, after rejecting the 100k, it resulted with a wick, which is so far still acting as a support zone. Moreover, we've got the lower bound of this falling channel mentioned last week. As long as this area holds, we are still expecting a bullish correction. I can't really predict a big bullish impulse yet, but we can still figure out that we are still around support. 100k is standing strong and we can still expect this movement. Later on, if we form a new high, break it to the upside and the all-time high at 112.5, we'll be expecting the next big bullish wave to resume. But for now, let's take it step by step. As long as we are above the 100k from daily time frame, we don't have a daily candle close below the 100k, we are still fine. But for the bulls to take over and start this correction phase towards the 109, 108.5, we still need a break above this structure, which is currently acting as a minor resistance and the upper trend line, as you can see in blue. Once we break it to the upside, we'll be expecting this bullish correction, and vice versa. If we push lower, close a daily candle below this area, we'll be expecting further bearish movement towards the next support, which would be around this area, 95 round number and the demand zone. Next, ETH, yes, unfortunately, we broke below the support at 2.4k that I mentioned multiple times previously. That will be bullish and we'll be expecting this unless we have a daily candle close below the 2.4k, which is the lower bound of the support 2.4, 2.5. Now, this area is acting as a resistance zone and the next support would be around our previous resistance, which was right there. We're trading this area looking for longs around the 2k, 2.1k. So as we approach it, of course, we'll be looking for longs targeting the 2.4, which is now acting as a resistance zone. On H4 time frame, you can clearly see the shift in momentum happening live. We have been bullish, flat channel, rejecting the 2.4. We've broken below it, and now it's acting as a resistance, and we are bearish, trading within this falling channel, as you can see in orange. As we test this area, we'll be looking for longs and of course vice versa, looking for shorts. So we are bearish, looking for longs and shorts unless we break back above the 2.5, or unfortunately, which is the not favorable scenario, is if you break below the 2k, we'll be expecting further pain, which I doubt unless something extreme happens worldwide. Next, we've got XRP, still standing strong even though we broke or we tried to break below the 2. Also, just like BTC, it resulted with a wick from daily time frame. You can clearly see it right there. As long as the 1.852 support zone holds, we'll be still expecting this bullish movement. And of course, as mentioned multiple times previously, if you break below the 1.85, this would start acting as a resistance and we'll be expecting further bearish movement towards the lower bound of this falling channel that we have been trading in for a couple of months now, which is also intersecting with the lower bound of the support, which is around a demand 1.5 round number. This is a very strong zone, which I call a trio retest, retesting multiple stuff. 1.5 round number, demand zone in green, and the lower bound of this blue channel. But let's take it step by step, right? As I always say, if you break above this structure, as you clearly see, previously support, now resistance around 2.1, we'll be expecting the bulls to take over again. Next, Solana, which is the last one of our big 4, what I call big 4. We have been bearish previously, like during March and April last year. We've broken above this channel, we are bullish, and lately we've broken below this last low and the trend line in blue, so we are currently overall bearish. We have been trading in a bearish manner for a while on Solana, even before BTC and ETH. ETH was standing strong around 2.4k, lost it yesterday, but it's was overall bullish or standing strong, while Solana has been melting. Big impulse, correction, and we are currently in this big impulse. Yes, we are bearish. We can still push higher from here towards the upper band, and then we might expect something like this. We will remain bearish unless we break above this upper trend line. In this case, just like previously, we will become bullish again, just like this cycle. Bearish, bullish, bearish until we break above a high. Meanwhile, since we are bearish, as we approach the 100, 101k, a very, very strong support, we'll be looking for longs down there. Now, for the bonus tokens. First, we've got SUSHI. SushiSwap, one of my biggest favorite DeFi, it's rejecting a very strong weekly support around this 0.5 round number, mentioned multiple times previously that as we retested, we'll be looking for longs. This is what happened last time Sushi retested the 0.5. Now we are currently hovering around it. Of course, we can still dive within the support before pushing higher, but we are still looking for longs. To be confirmed, of course, just like always, we want a confirmation by breaking above the last high. Currently, the last minor high would be around the 0.56, 0.57. If you break it to the upside, we'll be expecting a reversal from here towards the upper bound of the channel around the 0.72. Meanwhile, we can still push lower, dive within the support, but we are still looking for longs. Next, the second S for today is Sui, one of my favorite tokens, especially for this cycle, rejecting a very, very strong demand zone. Previously from here, we had a massive bullish movement. Support currently, previous resistance, 2 round number, demand zone, multiple stuff are screaming around this area to go long. But of course, we don't buy blindly, no matter how cheap a token becomes, no matter how good or how much you love it, you always wait for extra confirmation. Long term, of course, for the bullish takeover, we need a break above a last major high, which is currently yet to be formed. If we form a new major high later on, we'll be buying on break upward. Expect a long-term shift in momentum from bearish to bullish on Sui. Meanwhile, we are retesting the lower bound of this falling wedge pattern, falling broadening wedge, and the lower bound here, as mentioned, demand support 2 round number. That's why we'll be looking for longs targeting the upper bound of this area. Looking for longs, I mean that we'll be waiting for at least a high to be broken upward for this token or any token in general to prove to us they are strong enough, or the bulls are strong enough to take over. Next, we've got Ethena, also rejecting a weekly support around its all-time low. 0.2, 0.23 support zone. As long as we are here, as long as we don't break it to the downside, we are looking for longs around the lower bound of this falling channel from daily time frame. That's why I'll be looking for this long, targeting the 0.3, 0.31 resistance zone. Of course, just like Sushi, just like Sui, waiting for a break above the last high, which would be in this case around 0.26. Last but not least, we've got Tau, also one of my favorite tokens, mentioned multiple times in the series or through the articles and coin of the week articles. You can check them out on AltCryptoTalk.com, the main website. And we've got the 300 round number, as you clearly see it. It's a support and also holding firmly. Previously a support multiple times, becoming a resistance, and currently acting as support. We also got the lower bound of this falling wedge. H4 time frame, you can clearly see that we are waiting for something here, a new high to form, and then break above the 325 for the bulls to take over. This is my ultimate best case scenario for Tau. If it happens, I'll be going long and targeting the 400, 430 resistance zone. That's it for today. Let me know in the comments if you think that the bears are already taking over, BTC would break below the 100k already, or it's just a trap and we'll be expecting bullish movements. And which altcoins are you looking at buying at a discount or shopping? This is what I said. I say to my wife while surfing over the phone and buying tokens. I'm shopping just like you shop bags and clothes and so on. So let me know which altcoins are you shopping, and I'll see you hopefully on the next one.